What's up, everybody? It's Blowover Productions here, and today we're going to be kicking off race number 33 of the Netflix Lower Series in Season 2 off at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Now, with that being said, let's talk about these points. In first place, we have Max Stenson, followed by Random Mazepin, Nick DiCaprio, and Eva McAllister. And those that are in danger to be eliminated in the second to last race of the round of 8 is Jonas Walters, Zakia Reedus, Crazy Bob, and Olivia Dean. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about our lineup for today. On the point is going to be number 5 of William O'Donnell. What a surprise for Team USA. On his outside, the number 9 of Chase Smith for Walnut Beach Racing. In the second row back is going to be the number 90 of Max Stenson, driving his new Menard scheme. That's also our points leader. He won our last race to end the round of 12 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, getting himself his 15th career win and 12th in the Netflix Lower Series. You also see his driver Eli Tabor right behind him in the row, and one of his rivals, Justin Joey, right on his outside in that second lane. And let's tune into William O'Donnell and see how he feels about finally being at the front of a field here in the Netflix Lower Series. Hey William, how does it feel to be leading this race, man?
I'm just really glad that I got to finally, be at the front of the field today. I'm hoping I do good and I don't disappoint my team. That's it.
Alright, good to hear you, man. Hope you have a good race today. That's it. Alright, folks, we're back on the broadcast here. You heard William. He's very excited to be leading the front of the field today here. This is the first time he's ever gotten pole, I think, in the Netflix Lower Series. So with that being said, the pace cars pull in, and for the first time ever, William O'Donnell will lead us to the green flag in the Netflix Lower Series. We're green here at Homestead-Miami. And the ticker is still showing the U2 Cup Series numbers. For the love of everything, why? William taking the lead early here at Homestead. Stage 1 ends on lap 12. He's going to jump to the outside lane. Season 1 champion Mike Jones. Max Stenson right there in the 90. His driver Eli Tabor is right there side by side with him. A little bit of contact between the two girls, Olivia Dean and Gia Tran, getting a little bit sideways there, and they're going to slow down big time. Max Stenson still to the lead. Chase Smith pumping the brakes as well. Oh, trouble coming into turn 1. Eva McAllister goes around. So does Crazy Bob, and the caution comes out. Could this possibly have been retaliation between what just happened between Gia Tran and Olivia Dean? Because Gia is on Team Preppy and so is Eva, but Olivia is also on Team Preppy. It looks like it was retaliation. Okay. I thought it was initiated by Eva, but it was actually Eva and Zakia Reedus taking out Crazy Bob there. Not gonna help Gaming Motorsports' relation with Justin, Joey, and the rest of the Gaming Motorsports crew. They probably got mad that Olivia almost just turned Gia right there. Not good for the 92.
We're good. We're still racing. Stay high. Middle. We're wrecked. Get control of it here.
You can hear the depression in Zach Mayfield's voice, folks, but it looks like we're coming back to the green flag already, so we're back racing here at Homestead. Green flag back out in the air. We resume racing here in Florida. William O'Donnell trying to make it 3 wide early on here on the restart. Justin Joey right behind him in that 87. Oh, the 5 gets a little loose. Checks up that hole inside lane. Luckily, no crash. Jump into the backstretch here is where things are going to get a little messy, because when you get that run off turn 2 or turn 4, you get a boost of speed. Mainly the backstretch, though. Chase Smith on the corner panel, the 90, and he takes him off the track and almost wrecks Eli Tabor. Walnut Peach Racing and Worldwide Racing Team. Hard in the wall goes one car back on the front stretch. I didn't see who that was. The caution is out. It's Nick DiCaprio.
You're alright, man. You took a pretty big hit there.
Oh, dude, that one hurt. Yeah, I'm okay. I might need to go to the hospital after that one. Brain ain't right.
Never was. Anyways, let's go to the replay, folks. See what happened when we make his brain quote-unquote not right. Looks like he's coming up on his teammate Crazy Bob. Well. It's always Crazy Bob. Comes up the track and just missed Olivia Dean and went straight into that wall. Golly. What was the 92 thinking there, man? Here comes Cody Gomez. He's just barely going to miss the 27. Good golly. What the heck was the 92 thinking right there, man? Just took out his own teammate. I guess Justin and him still haven't had a talk about this. Poor Nick DiCaprio. His brain's not right now. Anyways, folks, we'll see you on the restart. Alright, everybody. Stage 1 ended under caution. Joshua Rodriguez got it. Anyways, with that being said, we are going to restart here on stage number 2, which will end on lap 24. Green flag back out in the air. We're racing once again at Homestead-Miami Speedway here in the Sunshine State. The Rodriguez, I almost said brothers, but they're not related. The Rodriguez is leading the pack right now. Joshua Rodriguez in 97, Roy Rodriguez in the 18. On the outside, they're getting chased down by Evan Ferran. Josephine stalling on the bottom. So is William O'Donnell in the 5. Puerto Rico in the 12 is there. A lot of good competitors for first. Joshua Rodriguez won his first race in the lower series at Michigan of this season, and he might go for 2. Here comes Josephine stalling. Fun fact about him, he's never won a Netflix lower series race before. And that is quite the fact, and I'm pretty sure he's the only veteran to do so. Well, besides William, of course. But you saw how enthusiastic he was to at least be leading the field today. And I say only veteran to do so because there's other people, obviously, like Cody Gomez, who haven't won a race yet, but he's not a veteran, so he doesn't count. And so is the Z-Spreader, but, you know. Anyways, Joshua Rodriguez in the 97 still continuing to lead. Roy Rodriguez in tow. The Rodriguez brothers, they're not brothers. The Rodriguez is leading this field. Could they pull something off here in stage 2 and possibly the race win? Since this is the last race before the championship race, since I should have mentioned that, if you haven't looked at the comments in the Hulu Truck Series video, I accidentally made a mistake in numbering the races, and I thought we had another race after Martinsville, but we don't. Martinsville is actually our last race before the championship, and you guys know we don't record the Martinsville races, or the, well, we record the Bristol ones, but we don't record the Martinsville races, so this is actually going to be the last broadcasted video before the championship. So those in the round of 8 need to make some good moves here today, and I'm not sure if either Joshua Rodriguez got eliminated, I know that for sure, but I think Roy Rodriguez is still in it to win it. So if he wins this race, then that could be good for him to make it into the playoffs this season. He's getting blocked hard by his mate here. Mate? What the freak? Am I Australian? That's beautiful. Look at the leaderboard. J.R. Rodriguez. Beautiful. And they're both on the same team too. That just makes it even more perfect. And what's even more perfect is those flybys, I'll tell you. William O'Donnell trying to make a move here on the 95 of Josephine stalling. They are pulling away. 5 to go. No, 6 to go in stage 2. William O'Donnell making a run on the bottom around Joshua Rodriguez and now going for Roy. I'm going to try to be quiet on the flybys there so y'all can hear him properly. Oh, down goes Roy. He's trying to make a move on Joseph now. We saw a 3-wide finish in the truck series, by the way, for those of you who missed it. Hopefully we can have another cool finish here. William O'Donnell ripping the fence. Bro thinks he's the 5 from real life. Kyle Larson. He wishes he could be Kyle Larson. Well, some of us. You can't hear. Anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, here comes Evan Ferran in the 1 for World Ride Racing Team, folks. And the 7 for World Ride Racing Team. Madi Obeyed. Never mind, he just dropped back big time. Lap 21 of 41, but 21 of 24, meaning we have 5 laps to go, folks. 4 laps to go, sorry. '95 pulling the crossover on the 18 now. 20 laps to go in the race, 3 laps to go on the stage. It's going to be a really close battle here between the 95 and 18. If I am correct and Roy is still in the playoffs right now, he's going to need these stage points. He's going to need every single piece of point he can get. And he's been doing pretty good so far leading these laps, but it might not be enough. Even McAllister is 17 laps down, but she's in the final 4, so that might not be good for her. Definitely not good for her, because if anybody does better than her in this race, then it's over. 2 laps to go here in the stage. Oh, and they got competition. Evan Ferran, William O'Donnell, Puerto Rico, all here to join the fun. And they're catching up to a lap car. Crazy Bob. Oh, no, he's going to kill somebody. Here they come back onto the front stretch. 1 lap to go. Will be in the stage. Whoa, Evan Ferran and Joseph and Stalin go off the track. Oh, William O'Donnell takes Puerto Rico on the wall. Puerto Rico goes up and over, barrel rolling. He goes in the grass, tumbling side over side, end over end, sidewinders back onto the track. And there's a big one happening behind him. Olivia Dean is up in the air. Huge, massive wreck here at Homestead. The stage will end under caution. Good grief. There's a whole bunch of cars involved in that wreck. My God. Look at this. You see the 95 and 1 going off the track. They were slow. But then here comes Puerto Rico to the right side of the 5. Takes William into the wall hard. But himself also and blocks up Joshua Rodriguez. He's got nowhere to go. And they come down the track and everybody's trying to scatter out the way. William O'Donnell goes to the bottom to block the 95 and 1 so he can keep his position. But then Puerto Rico gets impacted by Mahdi Obeid of World Rider Racing Team, and then also gets hit by Evan Ferran of World Rider Racing Team. And down comes Eli Tabor even almost to hit him, but luckily Zacchaeus was in the way. Puerto Rico goes over once, all the way up in the air, and then he comes around, rolls again, twice, only completes 2 flips before he's in that grass. And now the back of the car is going to dig in right here. Kicking some dirt up in the air, parts flying everywhere behind him. Then he rolls for the 3rd time. Now he's all the way in the grass. The car is just digging all in there. You see the parts flying off of his car. He is up in the air. Lands on the hood that time, completing the 4th spin. Then he's going for spin number 5. The front and the back kick him out of the dirt that time by. Then he flies through the air, completes flip number 5. Lands on the hood yet again, doing sidewinder after sidewinder. Lands on the right side of the car, completes flip number 6, and then goes over just one more time for flip number 7. And you see everybody back there is wrecking somehow. And he finally comes to rest on his wheels. What a scary, tragic wreck here for the 12. That is why we nicknamed him Puerto Rico in Season 1, though. It looks like Brandon Mazepin is the one who put Olivia up top there. Look at this, big time. It's going to hit hard. Boom, boom. And then he starts digging in right there. Gets kicked out of the dirt, back on the asphalt. Huge wreck for Puerto Rico. And here's why everybody else started wrecking. Oh, Crazy Bob and Joshua spun in front of the field. You see everybody else trying to get on the brakes and just doesn't work. Max Sensen got turned sideways. Damon Wolf held up the field, and golly, Olivia went in the air. Well, folks, it looks like in the time it took us to analyze that wreck, we are back on the restart now. And Roy Rodriguez is going to be leading us back to the green flag. You see as they come back into turns 3 and 4 here. And we got the ticker back up. His friend Joshua Rodriguez on the outside lane. Stage 2 ended under caution. Hopefully we don't see any more huge incidents like that for the rest of this race. But there's no telling for sure. We're going to be restarting here on lap number 28. Which means we are going to have about 12 laps to go, I think. No, that is an incorrect number, 16. Alright, folks, we are coming back to the restart. Green flag out near the Rodriguez's lead us back to the green. Stage 3 underway. Let's see, 10 is going to be 38, and then 38 to 42 is 14. So, yeah, it's 14 laps, not 16 or 12. I was wrong both times. William O'Donnell, unfortunately, has his dreams of winning this race being crushed, thanks to the number 12 of Puerto Rico. He's now all the way back in the field, and we've got a lot of good contenders here for the win, actually. Roy Rodriguez in the 18, he's pretty experienced. Zacchaeus is pretty experienced, he's pretty good. Evan Ferran has 1 NLS win under his belt, which he earned this season at Charlotte. And, not Charlotte Roval, the actual Charlotte race, the first one. So, yeah. Here comes Gia Tran in the 10. She's pushing up here. She put on a good performance at the U2 Cup Series race at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, but unfortunately she couldn't pull off the win for herself due to a lot of lap cars and also the race ending under caution because of her teammate Jonas Walter barrel rolling coming across the line for the last lap, ending the race under caution. Roy Rodriguez is on the bottom fighting Joseph Stalling for this lead. Remember I said Joseph has never won a Netflix Lower Series race before. It's quite odd to even see him up here battling for the lead. A little backstory about the number 95, Joseph Stalling. Actually, despite never having won an NLS race before, almost won the first NLS race of all time in Season 1 at the Daytona opener. He was actually leading the last few laps, but he had a bad pit strategy, causing him to give up the win to Max Stenson. And I'm actually making a documentary video on Gaming Motorsports, and that's actually something that I mentioned, that he gave up that win and has never won to this day. And that continues to still be the case. And it probably will be here soon when these guys start catching up to him, because his car ain't that good. It's not going to be easy for the 95, but if he can hold it there, then he will hold it. A lot of cars in the pits there. The 10 and the 18 hawking the 95 down. Ooh, excuse me. Rodriguez pushing to the bottom. Nine laps to go. Gia Tran on the bottom, Rodriguez still up top. They're still battling. Gia puts the block on the 18, and they've caught back up to Joseph. I told y'all he wasn't going to keep this. We have been seeing a couple of first-time winners recently, with Mike Jones having not won once since Season 1. Say that 5 times fast. Holy. Mike Jones hasn't won once since Season 1 when he was our championship winner. Holy crap, say that whole sentence 5 times fast. And he finally just got another win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And then we had William Dobbins win at the Truck Series race here. He hasn't won in the Hulu Truck Series at all this season, but he's been pretty consistent. So maybe we do have some luck here for the 95. He does seem to kind of be stuck in between the fast guys. Lap 36 of 41. 6 laps to go. 6, 7. I'm so sorry, y'all. They're catching William O'Donnell. This could shake things up. We know how lap cars get in this sport. So hopefully for Joseph, he slows down the right people. The 5 goes way low. He's trying to get out the groove. He's holding up Rob Statue big time. That might cause a wreck, and it almost just did. Rob is clear though. It appears to be lap 37 of 41. Lap 38 this time by. That means we have just 4 laps to go. Gia Tran hasn't won a Netflix Lower Series race since Rockingham of last season, the second Rockingham race before the championship, which he somehow managed to win. Disease Spreader in 6th place. Actually, he's in 5th place. Have you ever? Guys, I can feel a good win coming on here. We're about to see a great battle for the lead. Cody Gomez in 3rd. Oh, this is going to be a great race. Here they come. 3 laps to go. Bunch of rookies. Not rookies. A bunch of mediocre drivers battling for the win at Homestead, except for Rodriguez. We've got freaking Gia Tran, Disease Spreader, Cody Gomez, Joseph Stalling. What is this top 5? 2 laps to go. Roy Rodriguez is trying to chase the 95 down. The others are clear. Joseph Stalling never won a Netflix Lower Series race before. Does Roy have the gas? Here they come. White flag flying in the air for the 95. Just seconds behind is the 18. He's going to have to move him up out the way. Why did I turn Mexican there for a second? He's going to have to move him up out the way. Here they come on the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Roy Rodriguez is there. He's going to move the 95 up the track. He's digging on the bottom. Here they come off turn 4, side by side to the line. It's Joseph. Joseph installing wins Homestead. Have you ever? No, I've never. Wow, can you guys believe it? Joseph installing for the win in Florida. That is one of the most insane things I've ever seen happen here. Never won a Netflix Lower Series race before. Never won a race before because he only races in the Netflix Lower Series. Joseph installing. What the heck? Now, it is his first time doing a burnout, so that makes sense. The first time winning Team Tiger 2 will finally see victory lane after, what, 72 races? Isn't that 36 plus 36? It's not the 36th race, though. So about 66, 7 races. That is actually probably the number, though, because we have the 36 race in the first season. It's not 36, it's 33. So we subtract 3 from 72. That gets us 69. Oh, that's even cooler. We got 69 race lose streak broken by Joseph installing today here at Homestead. That's actually what Nick explained to us the other day off track. He said, you know, that's the thing after the Hulu Truck Series race. He was telling us that's the thing about Homestead. You know, it really brings out the best in drivers and it causes some good racing to happen. And so far this weekend, we have been seeing some good racing. I can only hope the same for the YouTube Cup Series because, man, we have been seeing some talent finally begin to shine and break through this weekend. Drivers with William O'Donnell, William Dobbins, Joseph Stalling. It's just been coming out here at Homestead. We gotta love this track. But anyways, that being said, this has been Blowover Productions. This was the Netflix Lower Series at Homestead-Miami Speedway. And I love you guys. This has been an amazing season. And I will see you guys at the final race for Season 2 at Phoenix.